Hey guys, Victor here from Black Team Motorbikes, and today I'm going to show you how you can upgrade from your normal display holder to a display holder with a USB charging port. Before I'm going to show you how to insert the new display holder like that to use the USB charger, please be aware that if you have a Bonfire, especially Bonfire S, with an ignition, you have to upgrade to the alarm system first, and then only you can use the USB charger. It's not possible to have the USB charger here and then also the ignition as well, because there's not enough space here. So it's not possible for you to have the ignition there and the USB charger. So if you order the USB charger, always order the alarm as well. So you would have to retrofit the alarm and the USB charger together. So first thing, I'm going to show you how to retrofit the USB charger on the Bonfire X, because this is the most difficult way to implement it, because there are a lot of cables in the Bonfire X. For the Bonfire E and for the Bonfire S, it's way easier. There are less cables that you're gonna have to disconnect, but it's basically the same way you have to do it. So first of all, remove seat and tank. In the description we got the video link how to do that. Then you're gonna see the wiring harness, and what you should do next, check the cables from the display and the cables from the engine controller if you have one, and follow them in the wiring harness, and you will see that for the display, this is this cable here, it will end here with two connectors. You will have to disconnect this one here and remove all the zip ties here so that the cable is freely lying around here. And then if you have an X and also a Bonfire E, you probably have the engine control lamp. If you follow the engine control lamp light, you will see it goes over here, is this one here, the black one, and then in the end there will be a black and a red cable. So this cable is hidden under the wiring harness, but it's this one here, and it goes from here over there to the engine control lamp. Most of the time it will end in a two-way or in a three-way connector. If you have your two-way connector, it's pretty easy, you just disconnect it. If you have a three-way connector, you will see there's one cable, often in a different color, and if you follow this cable here, it will end in this multiplier here. And that's why I told you the Bonfire X probably, or sometimes the E, is a bit more difficult, because you not just have to remove the display connectors, the two, and this connector, but you have to follow this one cable here, which is attached here on this connector, and remove it from this multiplier here. This cable is sometimes blue, sometimes red, sometimes yellow. It doesn't matter, you just have to disconnect it from here, and then you can disconnect this cable here. After you have disconnected the cables here, and very important, always turn off your vehicle. Very important, don't connect the batteries, so there's no electricity or voltage in the bike. Disconnect them. Put the cables away, and then you have to use a 4mm imbus and to remove this and the screw here. Sometimes, because it's a very small 4mm, it can destroy the screw, and then when you turn it, nothing happens. If this is the case, this happens a lot with those screws, so we will probably change the screw that we use here. You have to get like a screw extension tool when they are broken. I have a link in the description which is really good, which works here. We can then of course send you new screws, and we will also send you a different type of screw so it doesn't get destroyed so fast. But some of you also have a 10mm like a screw with a 10mm wrench. This will be way easier for you to remove it. But in any case, if this one here is broken, I got the description down, a link to Amazon where you can get the screw remover. So let me remove all the stuff here and show you how it's going to look like. So as you can see, I removed this connector here from the engine control lamp. Then there's this one cable left with an open end. This is from the display, those two connectors. And then you will see most of the time they're both connected here together with the zip tie. You can remove this one now or later, doesn't matter. Next are the screws. After removing the screws, you're going to have the display and display holder in your hands. If you turn it around, I removed on the left side the protection already. Sometimes there's a protection, sometimes not. It's a new way how we do it. Here you're going to need the 10mm wrench to remove the screw, and the right screw here as well. And then you can remove the display, because as you can see in your package, Your package includes a new display holder, and also if you have a Bonfire X and E, it also includes a new engine control lamp. So this display hold, including the engine control lamp, you're going to send it back to us with the etiquette that we put in your package. So this is what's left with the cables and the connector, and this is what you have to send back to us in the package. This is really important because we can still use this one if it's new, so make sure to do that. So next we're going to take a look at the package that you received. If you have the Bonfire E and X, you will get the USB charger and also the engine control lamp. And you will see that the ends of the engine control lamp are not in the connector. As well as one extra cable which is not in the connector. The reason for that is just to make sure that when you want to connect them, that you can put in the cables in the right way, so they're connected on the right way. I will show you in a vehicle how it has to be connected. That's why we sent them to you not installed already, so you can really make sure that they're connected the right way. And then this is the connector for the USB charger. I will also show you where this one has to be connected. So first of all, what you have to do is attach your display here, and then we're going to see you again at the vehicle. Now place it back to the vehicle, and now attach the screw again. So after you connected both screws again, get the cables, put them through the left side or the right side. We prefer the left side. Then, first of all, I would say you can connect the display, those two connectors. After that, you can connect the USB charger, and therefore you have to find the relay, not this one, but this one here. You can see it with this attachment here, the connector here. And as you can see from the cable of the USB charger, you can connect this connector here with the relay, and the other one you can connect back with the wiring harness. So here you can see I connected it back to the wiring harness, and now the USB charging port is correctly connected. Next we're going to go to this connector here. They're going to see three colors: blue, red and brown. And how you have to connect it is really simple. Red with the red, brown with black, and blue with the extra cable that we sent you. And we're gonna probably send you always a blue cable, so you can always connect the blue one with the blue one. So as you can see, I connected already the black and red cable. You just have to put them inside here in the right way, so you cannot remove them anymore. Now get the extra cable, this one here, and also connect it. So now we have all cables here in the connector, and now we can connect it again. If it's difficult sometimes, it's probably those connectors which are not probably perfectly straight here. They are sometimes bent to the left, to the right. If this is the case, look inside. This one looks okay, but sometimes they're really bent to the left or to the right. Then I would get a small tool and make them straight again. And now you have to push it a little bit. So connected, and now this one here has an open end, and you have to find here the multiplier here again and attach it here in the open one. And now as you can see, we connect this one here again, and I'll get some zip ties, make it tight again, check if the handlebar is moving freely, and then you're basically ready to go. To start your charging process, basically open it here. This one is really waterproof protection. Then you have to turn it on. After you turn it on, the red light will light, and then you're ready to go. Enjoy your ride with your new USB charging port.